I've been a practicing Christian for 25 years, and this is my first time ever actually sitting down and reading the Bible. I've just finished the book of Genesis, and I want to sit down and give you guys some of my thoughts and first impressions of actually reading the scripture. First of all, this genuinely does just make me feel better. Like sitting down and getting a couple pages gives me a little bit of a bright spot in my day. It's similar to when you go to the gym or you finally do cardio or eat your damn veggies. You might not like it to start with, but once you've done it, you're in it, and you finish it, you feel like you've accomplished something positive for the day. Secondly, you feel the weight, at least for me, the gravity of these words. This is the most influential book in arguably all of humankind. It's the start of the Abrahamic religions, the top three religions practiced all across the world. So actually sitting down and reading the real words that have inspired millions and millions of people on how they live today, you feel a sort of responsibility with having to absorb and really understand the content in this book. I don't know if it's just me, but I've had so much buildup in my head or imagination of hearing all these stories through my entire life through CCD. You have Adam and Eve, you have Noah's Ark that are discussed in Genesis, and I've always imagined this as long epics, crazy big story arcs that we have in the Bible. But when actually going through it, they're a couple pages very quickly. I mean, Eve gets convinced within 7 words to eat an apple. And not only that, eat the forbidden apple and then give it to her husband as well. So there wasn't really like any controversy or rising our climax and descending. It just kind of bum happened. Same with Noah's Ark. Again, those are 2 stories that are just a very, very small, quick part of this entire gospel that had, I guess, just blown up in my mind of these amazing long character arcs that we're going to go through. But that's really not what this is. It really just goes milestone by milestone, hitting the main points, not a lot of fluff, and then you move on to the next part of the Bible. Another thing, and I've heard this before, is the Old Testament is definitely more brutal. There's death, there's genocide, there's deception, a little bit of shady stuff goes on. I'm curious if this continues as we get further along and then into the New Testament. Overall, I'm very happy that I've made this a habit in my life, and I'm very curious to see what goes on as I get a little bit further into it, and I'll definitely be giving you guys my thoughts and my reviews and my updates when I finish the next book, which is Exodus. Also, this is more of a Cliff Notes, but I always knew him as Abrahamic religion. So when I'm reading Genesis and 90% of it has this dude randomly named Abram, very confused, and then he just changed his name. He's also not the first or only person to change their name in the Bible, so I guess I got used to it, but yeah, I was thrown off. I'm expecting Abraham. I'm reading Abram. I'm like, okay, I guess must be another guy. Son, great-grandson, whatever it is. No, just changed his name.